What's up, T? Chris here, the owner of CNP Marketing Design. And in this video, I'm going to show you what you could do to bring more customers straight to your business using a few different strategies that work perfectly in less densely populated areas such as Goldsboro. So if you check out Goldsboro, there's not a lot of big cities near here. Now, Goldsboro is probably closer to around maybe 50,000 people. Unless you get up and over to around like 100,000, 200,000 people in one specific area, there's a couple different strategies that work perfectly in areas like this because they allow you to lock down entire regions, right? So imagine let's say on Google and on Facebook, you had everybody in all these different areas that you service locked down and coming to you, what that would do for your business, right? So I'm going to go over those with you real quick. The first one is going to be focusing on your Google business profile. Now, when you do this right, once again, it allows you to capture an entire area. So if anybody let's say you lock down your Google business profile and you were growing the strength of it, it's going to allow you to capture a region, right? So if anybody within that region is Googling anything related to pressure washing or any one of the services that you offer, you're coming up in this top position right here and getting that business for it because you're the most relevant option for that person, whether it be gutter cleaning or window cleaning or whatever the case may be. That allows you to do that. So people are finding you organically by searching for your services, seeing you first because you're at the top of the page, and calling you, and you're getting that business. The second one is going to be Facebook ads, and the third one is going to be Google ads. Once again, it allows you to target an entire area, and I'm actually going to break down some of those strategies for you real quick. So I don't want to take too much time doing this because it can get really deep, but I want to at least go over the main points that are going to help you get this started, right? So for the first one, that's going to be your Google business profile. The most important thing for your Google business profile, one of them is going to be citations, which those are directory sites such as Yelp and Yellow Pages. You want local and high-powered ones to give you the most power to your Google business profile, and it's putting your business name, address, and phone number at least on there. If you can add in other things such as descriptions, logos, social sites, and so on and so forth, that helps out tremendously. How many reviews that you have also matters. How well you're rated out of 5 stars. Your location-based relevance. How many keywords and geotagging that you have for the location that you're trying to rank in. So maybe you're ranking high in Goldsboro, but maybe in Rosewood you're ranking lower, right? So you want to add more Rosewood keywords into your pictures and into your geotagging. Add more Rosewood keywords into the content that you're posting on your Google business profile as well. You also want to optimize your photos for the correct file size and actually embedding your name, address, and phone number, all of the keywords that you're ranking for, and some business information into each and every one of these pictures by going into the utilities in the picture and going down to the bottom and editing the details of the picture. That's how you adjust the final coding. You also want to increase keyword relevance. What I mean by that is not only for the location, but for the services that you offer. How you do that is you not only embed those keywords into the pictures, but you also put them in your content. So if you want to rank higher for window washing or window cleaning, those types of keywords, you want to add that into the content, whether it be your description or the posts on your Google business profile or any post that you have on any connected social sites as well. The more content you have on your Google business profile and any connected social sites, the better you're going to rank as well. Your branding also is super important. How many places on the internet is your information, right? And how much content is actually getting posted up on these social channels that are interconnected to your Google business profile. And you want to interconnect those by having the same information on there and actually creating brand hubs such as YouTube and Facebook where you can add in all of your social profiles at once. That helps Google kind of connect the dots on what is yours and what is not. All right. Your website ranking. If you have a ranking website with some local schema coding embedded into it, that is a powerhouse for ranking. Also relevant Q&As that have those keywords in there and the accuracy of your information across the web, right? Just like I said, I don't want this to be a 20-minute video, so I want to go over all of these things with you. Facebook ads to briefly go over. If you do this right, you can get about $5 to $15 per pressure washing lead. If not, obviously it's going to be a little bit higher, but that's why I'm going over the details with you. You want really good before and after pictures or high-performing promo videos, such as a high-performing TikTok of your process in action. Your targeting, you need to find out who your ideal customer is in order to target those types of demographics and also do the writing for the ads targeted towards that specific person as well. There's a saying in the copywriting world called, if you write an ad for everyone, you're actually writing an ad for no one. Meaning, if it's too general, you're not going to get anything for it. So it needs to be specific towards your ideal customer. Your ad copy should should get their attention, should spark their interest, should create desire, and call them to action, right? So something that really stops them in their tracks, because Facebook's very emotional. You're scrolling, boom, you see something that resonates with you, and you stop in your tracks to look at it, right? And then it creates interest. You're getting interested in their process, how to actually solve the problem that you're dealing with, and then creating desire, right? I can jump on this right now and save, X amount of dollars. That's creating some desire. And then you're calling them to action. You're telling them what to do with it, right? So give us a call today in order to take advantage of this deal. You have to be patient though and test different methods and ads, because every market is different and will react differently. So if you take a pressure washing ad or a window cleaning ad off somebody else in a different market, it might not work the same, right? Because they're two different markets, they have different demographics, and you might have a different ideal customer base as well. So Google ads, all right, there's a lot to go over here because Google ads are a lot more in depth, but they are massive, because if anybody is looking for any kind of pressure washing or any service that you offer in so many areas, you're going to be the first person that they see. And the cool thing about running things off of Google is because people already know they have issues and they're already seeking the problem. They're already seeking somebody to solve that problem. Facebook is great, but you have to also convince someone that they need your services that didn't necessarily think about it before. Google, people are actively seeking you out, right? So it's perfect. You want to separate your ads by keyword types. What I mean by that is you have pressure washing type keywords, pressure washing companies type keywords, pressure washing services, pressure washing near me, and so on and so forth. You get real down to it. But by doing this, you actually are making, when you create all of these different ads for every single one of these ad groups, you're making them more relevant to those keywords. Google's going to rank your ads higher if they're more relevant because they have higher quality than your competitors. So you have a much higher of a chance getting at the top of the page rather than the third spot down or the second spot down, where less people are going to click on you. So that's going to make you a lot more money. And it also lowers your cost per click if you're more relevant as well. So this is a huge thing to focus on, which I see a lot of people not doing. Do not slack on the keyword research in your targeted area to find out what people are searching, and find the keywords that your competition are too lazy to find, because these are gold. If nobody's bidding on it, you can get these clicks for super cheap. Also, if you don't add in your negative keywords, your ads are going to be constantly landing places that people are going to waste your money, and it wastes your time. So make sure you diligently every single day go in and add those negative keywords that you don't want landing for. You want to start off with manual cost per click to control how much ad spend you're using and how much you're bidding on specific ads. Because if you allow Google any bit of control on your ads, they're just going to run off and burn through your money, because you're just going to spend more, and that's how they make money. So that's why it's set up that way. You want to start as a service-based business. You want to use a lead form, or you want to make your goal to get leads, and you want to use responsive search ads, right? You also want to use every extension that you can, as long as it makes sense to, because once again, it increases your cost per click and your conversion rates. You want to find out all the details of your ideal client and write your ads and targeting directly to that person. I cannot express this enough. If you don't know your ideal client, they're not going to land and you're not going to convert. And the last big tip is exact match keywords are more expensive. So I would start with phrase match or broad match, and then focus on identifying those negative keywords that make sure your ads aren't hitting in the wrong spots. And here's all the different things when it comes to your landing page, which is a whole nother animal, because if you don't have a highly converting landing page, you're not going to make money off of Google ads. So you want to make sure that the search queries are on your landing page, such as if your ad was for pressure washing, you have that on there. If it was for soft washing, you have that on there. You want to reiterate the core, but offer the ad 20% off, whatever the case may be. You want to make your client understand that what's in it for them. This is what you're going to get out of working with me. You want to supply adequate social proof, such as reviews and testimonials. You want to build brand trust, such as different badges that say as seen on Yelp, as seen on Home Advisor, as seen on Trustpilot. And you also want to get them to know you. You want to have maybe an about me, an about us, about the owner of the company section, so that they know you, they like you, and they trust you. Just be completely transparent and show them who you are. And you also want to have clear and concise calls to action in multiple places. And this is going to give you an amazing start and a lot of different options that you can use to actually grow your business in the more rural area that you're stationed in. And I'm not sure what your margins are specifically, but let's say you multiplied your average profit per job with the number of jobs you would get if you locked down this entire area on both Facebook and Google. What could you be making this year if you actually did all this? And T, this is what I do for a living, and while this video is going to help you start generating a decent amount of revenue, if you want to step it up, go after larger areas, more keywords, or if you just have any questions whatsoever about any of this, you're more than welcome to give me a message back or give me a call or text at 330-978-5004. Either way, I would really appreciate just a line of feedback so I know whether or not you got some value out of this video. But thank you so much, T. Have an amazing rest of your day, and I will talk to you soon.